All right, we're back. I'm Jason Feltman, and this is another playbook. This is how to create a winning P&C insurance team. Let's get into this. I know we talked a little bit about the sales funnel. We talked about the agent scorecard, the agent quote sheet, and we're just really trying to make you dominate with insurance leads. So the next step is what I like to call the believer's speech. This is so important because it's the part that we probably don't put the most effort in, but it's what is needed to fuel everything in your agency. And it starts with you, whether or not you believe that this is going to work, right? If you don't believe that these leads and this process is gonna work in your agency, you're probably gonna say that to your agents, well, we're just gonna try this. You need to instill the confidence that it's going to work for them. They need that from you. So you have to be sold on this. And even if you're not, you have to act like you're 100% sold on this. It's so important to your team. And the next thing is you have to sell your team on. As you can see with that example the other day with Jack, we were buying hundreds of leads a day, right? In that scenario. What we know is that if Jack believes he can do it, he actually has a chance. And we also know that Jack is gonna need 8 quotes a day. And then he's only gonna sell a quarter of those. So he's gonna hear 75% no's, which is gonna be pretty much like hearing negativity to him, right? He's not gonna feel like pushing through every single no. Even if he's really good at pushing through every single no, there's gonna be times that he's not going to. So this is where we need to sell them on the process. We need to let them know, like, I'm investing in you. I'm buying all these leads. I'm literally taking time out of my day to listen to things like this podcast to bring our agency up, because we're not gonna be like those other agencies. We're not gonna be like those file cabinet agencies that have all those filing cabinets and making you fill out all this paperwork and stuff. We're gonna do things a lot differently here, especially going into the future. We're gonna invest in you. I want you to have the success. I want you to get those big commission checks, you know? I wanna get you up to $40,000, $50,000 a month, because I know that you can. And here's the thing, the reality is it's much better to invest in one person, get them to 40 or 50,000 than to invest in 2 to 3 people to get them there, right? Because of that fixed cost part, right? Humans are expensive. So if we can leverage software and leads and buy leads and invest into a smaller team, then we can win. And this game is a lot of money and time being spent with these leads. We definitely need to get the best result out of them. And there's no way to do that without our team buying into this whole process. So this is so important. I would definitely regularly do meetings. And in those meetings, you're gonna wanna start your week out on fire. Those meetings are the kind of the thing that resets your team, right? Sometimes agencies, like our agency at one point, did 2 to 3 meetings because we were running at such high volume that we needed those times to just relax and to re-encourage, right? And when we didn't do that, to compare with when we did, was like 2 to 3x better results. You know, agents always attribute, especially sales agents, always attribute sales and stuff to like the good leads or the bad leads. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna check in with them, see where their numbers are at. So a lot of times, like if they're running, get them to like 8 quotes a day, you're gonna wanna run a few meetings and do like quarterly check-ins of the day. Every 2 hours, making sure that they got the 2 quotes by this time, you know? And that is such a missing piece that I see so many times in agencies, especially starts with the agency owner believing and being positive and really believing that they can do it. So like it starts with that, you believing, and then your team believing, and the work environment will drastically change. And I know we've talked about meetings like that before. It's drastic, and you're gonna wanna go over your script. And we're gonna get into in the next video, we're gonna start getting into the script. All the pieces that's needed to have a rock solid script. These are the things I didn't know. I came from, you know, I was a bartender and I came into an agency that was failing, and then we were eventually able to get best in company. It's pretty simple, but it's something that sometimes we don't look deep enough into. Dude, you have to have a script, I'm telling you. And the meetings really help keep everybody rocking with the script. So we'll get into the script in the next one. Thank you for showing up today. You are awesome. And tomorrow, or whenever you're listening to this, we are going to get into the 4 parts in the script and how we can dominate with each one of those parts. I'm Jason Feldman, and that's a playbook.